Hello, hello, and welcome to today's Principal Turn and Talk. And I am so excited to have the opportunity to sit down with today's guest, if you will, the one and only Coach E. He is an outstanding member of our team, and we're here to talk a little bit about an amazing organization that he helps to lead here at our school, Chisholm Elementary. And so I'm happy for you to have the opportunity to meet him and get to know him a little bit better with our questions today. So to get started, let's find out who is Coach E.
Good morning. Well, thank you for bringing me on to Principal Turn and Talk. And before we get started, I have to say thank you to you and honor you, Dr. Brann, for your leadership and the far many hats that you wear here and just helping us just navigate this ship. So thank you. My name is Coach E. My real name is actually Elijah Burnell. I go by Coach E. I've always gone by the nickname E my entire life, so I just kept it going and kept it rolling. I'm from a little small town called Berlin, Maryland. It's about 7 miles outside of Ocean City. And I just grew up in that lower Delmarva Peninsula or the Eastern Shore, so Delaware, Maryland, and not really too much of Virginia, but it's part of it as well. But that's where I grew up.
Near the beach.
Yep, right on the beach.
Right on the beach.
Right on the beach. Right on the beach. So yeah, I'm a beach boy. Country is pretty much where I grew up, and that's pretty much who I am. I like to consider myself hardworking, though, as one of the my stronger character traits. I've always been like that. I've always been, the one to initiate, the one to not afraid to get my hands dirty, and just ready to rock and roll all the time. So that's pretty much who I am.
We love it. And Coach E is being very humble. He also does many things. First and foremost, he's our student success coach, so he provides incredible mediations with our students to help them navigate student peer-to-peer conflict. He also provides social emotional learning education and instruction for our students about our social emotional learning program, The Leader in Me, here at our school. He has amazing relationships with our students and with our families, and he's been with us. How many years has it been now, Coach?
Looking at 3 years.
3 years.
Looking at three.
Feels like a little longer than that.
Looking at 3.
But he has, again, made such a deep impact in just 3 years, and we know that it will continue to have a ripple effect for years to come, right? I personally just love seeing how the students admire you, how they look up to you,
Thank you.
in so many ways, and you're an incredible role model for them. And thank you for your work here at the school.
Try.
So again, we could talk about many different things that you do and the many hats that you wear here at the school, but today I wanted us to primarily focus on your work as head coach of DC Scores, our soccer team. And so wanted to ask you to share with everybody what is DC Scores, and also what is your passion for working with this organization and all that you do with the children.
Cool. So I'll start with DC Scores. DC Scores is a program that I've really never heard of before in my life until I came to Shirley Chisholm, formerly Tyler. But it was very interesting and it was weird. Like I never experienced a poet athlete. Like I didn't really know what that entailed and what that meant. But I did like the fact that we did have a soccer opportunity for the kids here. So I took interest into it, and actually it started off by me just helping someone. One of our past staff members that she was leading it, and then she just asked me for help. But then once I got into it, I started to see like, oh, this is actually pretty cool. The whole poetry side of it is, like I said, it's very unique, and it allows the students to really express themselves in a completely different way. As you said, I am one of the success coaches here, so I do hear the kids. Like I have to listen to them all the time. But when it comes to poetry, it's almost like they're telling you a message that's completely in a different language almost. It's very transparent. It's very open. Sometimes you might hear the wild, crazy stories about some fantasy that they made up, but then on the other time that these are real life situations that they're going through. So it opens up that window, and it makes it very, very interesting and very fun to navigate. So as far as my passion for soccer in itself, I'm a soccer family. I'm a pretty small statue, so we never really played football, and that's in the same season during soccer. So they all, grandmother and moms and dads, everybody just kind of like pushed us all to go play soccer. We love it. We enjoy playing. I have a little brother who's amazing, as I've shared with you in the past. So it's it's a great game. It's a great game. I really like to focus on the team aspect of it though,
Mm-hmm.
more so than anything. I personally believe that I could coach any sport,
Mm-hmm.
as long as it's team based,
Yeah.
which most sports are, because team turns into family,
Yeah.
and that's one thing that I'm really really what's the word I'm looking for? Tuning in on, I guess
Mm-hmm.
you would say, when it comes to our team.
Yeah.
Beyond the skill level of soccer, they're
Mm-hmm.
actually becoming like a brother and sisterhood, and
Yeah.
it's really cool to watch and see them interact throughout the building, interact outside of the school,
Mm-hmm.
any events that we're doing or anything like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a soccer team, but it's a soccer family.
I love it. And I see this familia, at recess, the children are practicing and playing. They have each other's
they don't
backs.
stop.
They don't stop. Yeah. They're always playing soccer or walking around with a soccer ball. And this is an amazing, it's amazing to see the children be so excited too about when they have their games, right?
Yeah.
Every Thursday.
Yeah.
This Thursday they got a game coming up. Is it the last game of the season?
No, it's not the last game, and hopefully we'll have a couple more. We've
Got
been
it.
had a lot of rain this season. So,
Yes, yes.
But we play Bishop Walker this week, so
Okay.
and Excel.
All right, so we're ready. We're ready to compete. Watch out for our
Absolutely.
Shirley Chisholm DC
Absolutely.
Scores team. And I love how you said too, Coach, that yes, it's about soccer, and again, the children feel your passion for soccer. I mean, you run really tight practices.
Yeah.
I'm scared to go out there when they're having practice, but obviously it's paying off. The team's doing really well.
Absolutely. Undefeated right now.
Undefeated, hey!
Undefeated right now.
And the compliment to athletics and playing soccer, like you said, is the writing and writing poetry. This is really fascinating, like you said, that DC Scores has this element of being a poet athlete,
Yeah.
right? So it is, yes, about being physically fit and being a team, being a family, and it's also about helping our children to unlock those messages.
Absolutely.
As you said, I was really touched with last year when you polled the group,
Mm-hmm.
the team, and you asked them what did they want to write about. Can you talk to us a little bit about that experience?
My memory's a little bit blurry because we do it every year when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to the poetry slam and all that stuff.
The community
the
issue.
community thing. But
Mhm.
when we're getting ready for poetry slam, and that's what it's called,
Mhm.
when they have the opportunity to express and share their poems and stuff that they wrote.
Yeah.
We do a group one
Mhm.
because we have 40 children. It's hard to do 40 individual poems sometimes,
Yeah.
so we do a group one. So I do take a poll every year
Mhm.
and just figure out, like, okay, guys, what do you guys want to talk about? What are some things that are on your mind? Last year was a big one. It's coming back to my memory now.
Mhm.
They were sharing about their community and the fact that there was a lot of separation
Mhm.
in general. On a kid level, that's what they were saying.
Mhm.
They were seeing a lot of violence. They were seeing a lot of broken homes. They were seeing just a lot of separation is what I like to call it. And they wanted to figure out a way to bring that together.
Yeah.
So they wrote a poem just about community, togetherness, unity,
Mhm. Mhm.
diversity, a lot of different aspects of those different traits. So I don't really remember the poem right now off the top of my head, but I do remember that it was pretty impactful if you sat
Mhm.
and just listened to them, what they were saying word for word. So yeah,
Yeah.
the kids are
They're brilliant,
they're
right? And
genius.
yeah,
They're
and
genius.
thank you, Coach E, for giving them the outlet and the space to
Absolutely.
be able to express what's on their minds and what's in their hearts. I think that as educators, that is so important that we give our children safe spaces to be able to articulate how they're feeling, right? And that really is teaching the whole child, right? And so again, I'm giving you your flowers today, giving you
Thank
your
you so
trophy,
much. Thank you.
because of the fact that this extracurricular activity of DC Scores, it brings so much value to our students, to our school community, and to their lives, for forever. And so, really excited about again continuing this season and next year's,
Absolutely. Every
DC
year.
every year.
Every
Here
year.
we go. I'm telling you, this guy's passionate about
Every
DC
year.
Scores and about our young people. So I think as we prepare to conclude, again, we could talk for hours about all the great things that you're doing here and how you're leading the students. But is there anything else that you think is relevant to share about DC Scores or your work with the students?
I think one of the most rewarding things that I would want to share is, the kids are happy. Like that's a given. You see them run throughout the building. Staff is happy. They're part of the family. But it's really about the parents. A lot of these parents have shared some things with me that are beyond words. Just about gratitude, just about the impact that it's having, just about just life in general. That appreciative for, and that's what's the most rewarding about it all. There's a kid, I don't want to share any names, but there's a kid that's on the team that he's never played soccer before in his day in his life, ever. This year is his first year ever. His growth is remarkable, like out of this world, like how good he's getting at a very rapid pace.
Wow.
And his parents, both have reached out to me and just said, hey, we've been looking for an outlet for him for years.
Wow.
We've been trying to find a home or a tribe is what I like to call it,
I like it.
a little pocket that for years, and we couldn't figure it out.
Wow.
He jumps on the soccer team, and that's all he's talking about. That's all he wants to do. That's all he wants to be around, and it's rewarding to see the impact of it, and that's my goal. That's my goal ever. It's just as long as I'm making an impact, we're winning always.
Hey, well, go! You have definitely scored. That is so heartwarming, and it's so true. Yeah, the parents and families are so grateful and excited about all that this team brings to their children and to their lives. And again, just another testimony to the fact that this is a great organization, that you're a great head coach. Shout out as well to your co-coach, right? Coach Christian.
Yeah,
doing his thing.
Coach Christian. And it's a team of us. I promise, it's a team of us. I might seem like the head of it or the face of it, but it's not just me. I promise, it's not just me. Coach Christian, Miss Gary. I have parents that are definitely involved.
Yeah.
You, the admin team, it's a team of us. It's always a team. So.
We out here. Well, again, we appreciate your leadership, and again, to keeping it going, because there was a point in time here at the school that the program wasn't as robust, because it needed someone with the vision, someone with the dedication, and the passion to make it come to life. And so that's what you've done for us here. It's alive now. It's alive and well, and our kids are out here winning, and they're learning so much. So thanks, Coach G, for joining us.
Thank you so much.
All
Thank
righty.
you.
Gracias.